Hey there, Shelly. Let's take a look and see what you wrote here in this latest essay. This is about green energy. Here's what you wrote. The issue of whether the increasingly popular green energy can take the place of traditional energy, has been commonly debated for decades. This essay will discuss both the advantages and disadvantages and advantages of the green energy, as well as explain why I strongly believe that the green energy will benefit human eventually. Okay, I like this on the whole. However, we really have to clean up some of this language here. Let's look at it again and try it differently. The issue of whether the increasingly popular green energy can take the place of traditional fossil fuels has been extensively debated for decades. That would have been a much better, really nice kind of natural collocation. Has been extensively debated. This essay will discuss both the disadvantages and advantages of green energy without the, as well as explain why I strongly believe that green energy will benefit humanity eventually. So essentially what we're looking at here is some issues with grammar and vocabulary, not one or the other, but both, okay? So keep those in mind. Other than that, I thought you did a nice job here. On one hand, some state that green energy, get rid of that green energy possibly threatens the energy. On one hand, some state that green energy possibly threatens energy security. You don't need all those thes. All right, full stop here, new sentence. It may be, 2 words, the case that the currently undeveloped clean energy technology suffers from producing an insufficient supply for economic requirements. I don't know what you mean here by economic requirements. That's confusing. I would keep it out. For energy requirements would have made much more sense here. What happened here? I don't know what just happened. For instance, electronic vehicles, get rid of the, we don't even call them electronic, we call them electric. So, for instance, electric vehicles can only be used for short trips, if there is a deficient power supply. Therefore, with regard to stable energy supply, fossil fuels surely are more preferred than green energy. In addition, there are not enough convenient recharging facilities built up. All right, explain that to me. What do you mean? However, some experts argue that it needs time and financial support for scientists to challenge the development of green energy technologies. No, you don't mean challenges. You mean support. That would have made much more sense. To support the development of green energy technologies, which will finally achieve great development to produce sufficient energy. All right, this whole sentence feels a little unnatural, like you're not really sure what you're saying, but you're kind of trying to develop it without being entirely sure that this is accurate. Okay, so what could you have said here instead? However, some experts argue that with time and financial support, such problems will be overcome, and renewable sources of energy will be more than ample to supply all energy needs. So something like that would have been really good here. Okay. And then I don't like this here. I can tell you that really, really, very frankly. Also, facilities, infrastructure need time to build up. That doesn't help you. It doesn't add anything. It's grammatically incorrect. this is the kind of sentence that you absolutely want to throw away. You already said that experts argue that it needs time and financial support. So this sentence adds nothing and it's just to your detriment. Okay? So that's all I have to say about that. Let's keep going. Okay, on the other hand, I strongly support the switch, not the swift. So let's try that again. On the other hand, I strongly support the switch from fossil fuels to green energy, which considerably decreases, yes, the gas emissions with less air pollution. Fine. Nowadays, CBC News frequently reports various natural events because of climate change, including forest fire, flooding, drought, mudslide. Careful. Nowadays, CBC News frequently reports on various natural events that occur because of climate change, including forest fire, flooding, drought, and mudslide. Using clean energy can reduce air pollution and gas emissions, helping people to relieve the increasingly severe environmental degradation and climate change. Okay. So here's what's happening here. I understood this sentence. I did not understand what the purpose was of this sentence. You said that moving to green energy reduces gas emissions. What does the CBC report have anything to do with this? So I don't see how these are related. I don't think this supports your essay. I feel like it's just a sentence that was thrown in. Isn't really helpful. So what could you have said instead that would have been, you want to essentially support the statement that you're making. The sentence here says that the switch to green energy considerably decreases gas emissions with less air pollution. You could have said something like, nowadays, the CBC is reporting that on days when more electric cars are on the road, air pollution in our cities is less common. So that would have made sense, something like that, or something, that's just one idea about how you could have supported this. All right, so using clean energy can reduce air pollution and gas emissions, helping people to relieve the increasingly severe environmental degradation and climate change. Great. Moreover, the cost of production of clean energy from wind, water, or sunlight is, what does this mean? Less than energy. I don't understand that at all. Energy is less than. Moreover, the cost is less than that of energy produced by fossil fuels. In order to make this kind of comparison, you have to do this grammatically, okay? So again, one more time. The cost of production of clean energy from wind, water, or sunlight is less than that of energy produced by fossil fuels. After building the equipment, no. Okay, we'll keep it. After building the equipment, these natural resources will consistently provide people with energy. So you can see here that grammar is a problem. Although you were on the right track, you were doing really well. Grammatically, there's some issues that make this paragraph kind of difficult to read, create some challenges to the examiner. So I really want you to work on this so that you can get that score you need. In conclusion, although individuals would temporarily suffer from energy insufficiency in the long term, green energy is a preference for energy consumption with fewer environmental problems and low production costs. So what you've got here is a number of vocabulary problems. These will take away from a higher score and put you potentially into something more in the intermediate level. So be aware of that. This is why accuracy is so important here, okay? So work on that, and in the meantime, what happened here? Let's look at your letter about the small dog. Dear Wency, hope this letter finds you well. I am writing to discuss with you my problem. Well, no. I'm writing to discuss with you about my trouble, which is constantly bothering me these days. Your small dog is really cute. I really like it too, but it barks every day and night. All right, so grammar is a problem here. Some of the syntax is a problem here. Let's try to make it a little more natural. I'm writing to discuss with you a problem I have, which is constantly bothering me these days. Your small dog is really cute. I really like it too, but it barks every day and night. I'm working at home now, and the barking noise throughout the day always from my distracts me from my work, and I cannot get to sleep well at night. All right, so a lot of vocabulary changes here. Therefore, I would like to give you some suggestions. Get rid of nicely. It's not yours to decide whether these are nice suggestions or not. So therefore, I would like to give you some suggestions. There may be, this should be two words, not one word. There may be some reasons why the dog barks every day. I notice that your dog has no chance to experience outdoor activities every day. It may be, again, two words, better to take your dog out to enjoy some outdoor activities, which are, not is, beneficial for its physical and psychological health. There is one park on the opposite side of our neighborhood where a lot of dogs play, not are playing, play every day. Keyword for the simple present. You can take your dog there to have a fun time every day, then it may stop barking. Full stop. You said every day, every day, every day. So it's like that song, every day, every day, every day. No. So get rid of all of these. Are playing every day. You can take your dog there to have a fun time. Then it may stop barking. Full stop. I know you know your dog very well. So I hope my suggestions help you. Yours sincerely. Okay, Shelly. What is this? Okay. Anyway, so those are my suggestions to fix this essay, this letter. You're on the right track. There are certain things that I really want you to do to improve the accuracy, the naturalness of some of your language. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if we can continue working together. I hope we can. And looking forward to it. Okay, good luck.